Hello everybody, this is Yamini Sharma and I welcome you back to my channel The Saffron Box. In this video today I'm going to be talking about the retrogression of Saturn, which begins in the month of May, that is 23rd of May to be precise. Saturn becomes retrograde. Saturn would be at 19 degrees then, and it becomes retrograde, goes back within the sign of Capricorn. So Saturn is in the sign of Capricorn during this entire period of retrogression from the 23rd of May till the 10th of October. Saturn stays within the sign of Capricorn between 19 degrees to 12 degrees. That is, it starts becoming retrograde from 19 degrees Capricorn and goes back to till 12 degrees Capricorn. And then from the 10th of October, it picks up speed and goes back into its direct motion. So this range of 12 degrees to 19 degrees of Capricorn becomes very important, which becomes the retrogression range of Saturn as such. Now here, if you have major planets posited in the sign of Capricorn between 12 to 19 degrees, like if you have Moon there, if you have your natal Saturn over there, that is when you'll feel the impact to be a little more pronounced. Otherwise, yes, we all will feel the impact of Saturn retrogression, because Saturn is the Karma Karak. Saturn is the by default, by the natural horoscope, by the Kal Purush Kundali, Saturn is the lord of the 10th house, of the 11th house, that is the signs of Capricorn and Aquarius, and it is right now in its own sign, in the sign of Capricorn. So it is anyways pretty well posited within its own sign. So we all will feel the impact when this retrogression happens, but I would not say that it is going to be a sudden impact. But yes, some impact we are all anyway seeing at a mundane level, and this impact will be a little more pronounced as it becomes retrograde. So you've got to see where the sign of Capricorn is in your birth chart. So for this, see your ascendant or see your moon sign, and that is how I've also prepared this video. So you can see the see what your ascendant is, see what your moon sign is, and you'll be understanding the impact either ways, right? So before I go ahead with the sign wise analysis as to how the retrograde happens and what does Saturn give you while this retrogression, what does Saturn teach you while this retrogression happens, I would request you to subscribe if you haven't done so already, and in case you've subscribed, do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you get regularly notified whenever I upload a video, right? So I'll begin with the first sign of the zodiac, that is Aries. So if you have Aries in Aries ascendant or even Aries moon sign, what do you see? By default you have Saturn in the 10th house. Now for Aries, it is not very bad as such, because Saturn in the 10th house is anyways in a Shasha Yoga, very powerfully posited. And here when Saturn becomes retrograde, it kind of teaches you something which you have maybe ignored, maybe left behind, regarding your karma, regarding your work. What are you doing? Maybe there's something which you're missing out. So retrogression teaches us that we go back and do those things which have been left maybe ignored, maybe we have not paid attention to. So this has an impact on the karma, on the efforts which you're making. You might have to make more efforts, double efforts of whatever you were doing. So time for more hard work for the Aries ascendant sign. Then we move on to the next sign, that is Taurus. Now for Taurus, Saturn is the Yoga Karak Graha. It's the Yoga Karak planet, and it becomes retrograde in the 9th house of your birth chart. So 9th house is the house of your learning, higher wisdom, guru, the teachings of your father, teachings of your guru, the advice which you take Now here I would say that Saturn becoming retrograde puts a very powerful impact on you. You might have to go back and redo certain decisions, redo what you had been thinking, what your philosophy is, maybe get advised better this time around. So watch for these things and be open towards good advice. Maybe till now, in certain cases, but that again depends on the dasha period which you're running. Maybe there was some lack of advice, lack of proper advice, and now with the Saturn retrogression, you get that advice which you actually needed. So be open to more ideas, more advice. Whatever you have thought of could just not be the only way of thinking. So keep yourself open and mind open as well. Then Gemini. So for Gemini, Saturn becomes retrograde in the 8th house. 8th house of transformation, 8th house of sudden changes, of your long-term diseases. It's a Randra Bhava. Now here Saturn becoming retrograde could make you be a little more careful regarding your health. Be a little more careful regarding your spouse's wealth. Maybe the money which you're investing along with your spouse. So if any such decision is there on the cards, it's better to take advice. It's better to take a professional advice and then go ahead, or maybe pen some decisions regarding money, regarding your spouse's money, for some more time till this retrogression effect wears thin a little bit, right? So that is very important for the Gemini ascendant to follow. Then Cancer. Now for Cancer, if you see, the 7th house has Capricorn, and that is where Saturn is going to become retrograde. Saturn becoming retrograde in the 7th house could impact your relationships. You could feel that you need to work on your relationships again. You need to work on certain issues which you were bothered about, which you were concerned about, or maybe those issues were cropping up within your marriage. Or it could also be a partnership where you feel some strain in your relationship with your partner. So remember, 7th house is not only your spouse, 7th house is other people, 7th house is your business partners, and all those people whom you get into a contract with, into an agreement with. So you might have to redo certain things. You might feel that the other person is not the other party is not behaving or conducting themselves the way they should be, and for this certain things need to be redone. So that should be your point of focus, and that is what you'll need to work on during this retrogression. Then moving on to Leo. Now for Leo, Saturn becomes retrograde in the 6th house, in the Ripu Bhava, in the Shatru Bhava. So 6th house means your daily routine, your health, your opposition, diseases which you come across. So here Saturn, when it becomes retrograde, it could actually maybe make you redo your routine. Maybe you were feeling too lazy to take care of your routine, to take care of your health. So this time around, this is a wonderful chance actually, whenever Saturn goes retrograde, to correct our karma. So you could actually go back to following a good routine, following a good healthy lifestyle, which is actually required during these times. And there could also be a touch of some disease maybe which you're prone to. So actually I would say it's a wonderful time, a good opportunity for you to work on your health, work on your daily routine, work on your exercise regime, on your diet, etc. Right? So for Leo ascendant, that is something which one should really pay attention to. Then we move on to Virgo. Now for Virgo, Saturn becomes retrograde in the 5th house. 5th house of children, progeny, creativity. 5th house of your speculative gains, speculation. Now here you might have a chance to redo your relationship with your children. So especially those who have grown up children or teenaged children, so you might be looking at working more on your relationship with your children, understanding them better. Creatively expressing yourself is also something which you could get a chance to do during these times. So if you're in a profession which requires creative expression, I think this is a wonderful time for you to go back and maybe think of some fresh offbeat ideas to come back and work on. Then we move on to Libra. So for Libra, Saturn is a yoga karak planet. It becomes retrograde in the fourth house of mother, fourth house of your happiness, of your home, domestic comforts. Here Saturn becoming retrograde could actually make you look back, fall back on your family, make you look back towards your relationship with your mother, see what actually is giving you comforts, maybe give you ideas about redoing your home, or maybe purchasing a vehicle, doing something related to your house or your vehicle, etc. I would say this is not a very great time to buy a new house or a new vehicle, but yes, you could make changes there, or at least make some plans to make changes in the future. This is also a time to rebuild your relationship with your mother or mother-like figures as well. Then we move on to Scorpio. See, for Scorpio, this retrogression of Saturn happens in the third house. In the third house of communication, of initiative. What do you work on? Where do you make effort? Right? Third house is the Parakram Sthan. So where do you make effort towards? What do you initiate? What do you start? Right? So here you could get a chance to look through your projects, reevaluate your projects, and see what should be done properly. Maybe you've started something and you need some more professional advice, you need some more help, or you need to work in a better manner, organize yourself better. So this is a wonderful chance for you to actually organize your karma around your initiative, around new things which you undertake. You could also reevaluate as to what kind of responsibilities you can take and not take, or maybe there's some kind of a responsibility or some kind of pending issues with your siblings which need attention. So you could go back and think what has to be done. Saturn in the third house anyways, third house is our subconscious mind. Saturn here anyways invokes those thoughts, makes you think what you need to do. So work on your thoughts, work on your ideas, and look at your relationship with your siblings, etc. Then we move on to Sagittarius. Now for Sagittarius, this retrogression of Saturn happens in the second house where Capricorn is visited, and second house is the house of wealth, is the assets you have, the wealth you have, the family money, and the resources you have. So this could be a wonderful time for you to actually reappropriate what you have, maybe kind of reallocate things, decide where you want to invest. Some of you would also look at redoing your investments, see where you're getting more returns, and kind of breaking money from somewhere and reappropriating it. Or you could come across some chances to reallocate your funds, reallocate your investments. Some of you could also come into some gain from family money. So this retrogression is going to make you pay focus on money issues, monetary issues more than anything. And Saturn here is anyways in a Artha sign, in the Artha house. So for Sagittarius, this is going to be about financial matters more than the family matters. So you could be actually working around those financial issues. And this also makes you speak practically. You might find yourself anyways, for Sagittarius ascendant, the speech is usually blunt, and they speak to the point, speak what comes to their mind, and practically. So here could be the time when you actually also see what works, how you communicate, how does it go with others, right? So trying to evaluate that as well. Then moving on to Capricorn. Now for Capricorn, see, in the ascendant itself, you have you have Saturn. Saturn is the Lagnesh also, the ascendant lord also, and it retrogrades within the ascendant, within the first house. So this basically affects the whole chart, because it is affecting the Lagna, and Lagnesh is getting retrograde. So here you kind of redo how you look, how you talk, what you're doing. You could actually look at changing some major things about yourself. Relook at what you're doing, how you're coming across to people. Some of you could actually work on your health, which is again a very primary focus area. So some of you would work on your health, some of you would work on your personality as such. That again depends. If you have your moon also in Capricorn, you're undergoing Sarasati. This will be the intense phase of Sarasati also, and here Saturn going retrograde will make you work on your personality, on yourself, on your health, how you express yourself. And I would say that this is a very great opportunity to work on yourself. So from May till October, we have a period of about 4 to 5 months where you could actually see where your life is going, define, redefine, and take care of the opportunities also. So see how you're more suited to better opportunities. Then I'm going to be talking about Aquarius. Now for Aquarius, Saturn is the Lagnesh as well, is the ascendant lord, but it retrogrades in the other sign of Capricorn in the 12th house. Now here you could actually rethink as to how your expenditures are going, how you're expending your energy. It's not only about the monetary expenditure, it's also about how you're expressing yourself, how you're spending your energy. Are you frittering away your time? Are you sleeping too much? Are you being too lazy? So all these things will have to be checked and corrected while Saturn is becoming retrograde over here. So this is again a very good time to correct your energy expenditure, money expenditure, all kind of expenditures, and your expression to the world. Then we move on to the last sign of Pisces. Now for Pisces, Saturn becomes retrograde in the 11th house of gains, of desire fulfillment. Now here you could maybe feel some slowdown. You were going on this nice smooth ride, and now you come across a jam. Things are slowing down, and your gains could get a little delayed, or you might also rethink as to what you want. What is it that you actually want? So raise questions about all this. Raise questions about what is actually your goal. What is it that you actually want to achieve? Maybe prioritize, or reappropriate, do some goal setting again, right? This is also a chance to look at your social circle, see where is where and who is actually being good to you, is being beneficial to you, and what kind of company is not doing you too good. So wonderful opportunity to do that. So that was all about the 12 signs and the effect of Saturn retrograde on all the 12 signs. Keep watching the videos, and do not forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you so much. God bless you all.